What's up there, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and happy Friday. Welcome to the Treetop News on August the 12th. We are going to have a good show for you today. Now remember to always leave a like, share the video, and if you're not subscribed to this channel, feel free to subscribe. However, the channel you really need to be subscribed to is my new YouTube channel, Liberty South Media. That is where you have all of the condensed, shorter versions of the videos here on this channel. It will be uploaded to that channel. So it's brand spanking new. Would love for you all to go over there and help it boost into that algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And, and show me some love over there in the videos. So without further ado, let's get into some international news. Enjoy. So as many of you know, I love Telegram. I'm very active on Telegram every day. I don't miss a day. And I get a lot of my firsthand news from Telegram. And it looks like Apple and Google is messing with the CEO of Telegram. His name is Pavel Durov. He's from Russia, honey. Y'all cannot expect me to know how to pronounce these Russian, Ukrainian, Polish, Hungarian names, okay? So Pavel Durov. I'm just gonna call him Pavel. Pavel is a Russian software entrepreneur who founded a company that created Telegram. Pavel's latest tirade was shared via Telegram channel on Wednesday and stated that the incident occurred because Apple attempted to stall the release of an updated version of its Messenger. And this is what his quote is: "Our upcoming update, which is about to revolutionize how people express themselves in messaging, has been stuck in Apple's review for 2 weeks without explanation or any feedback provided by Apple," he complained. So once again, and you can always tell when something is growing and a lot of people are going to it. Telegram is it. Now, I'm not going to say that Telegram doesn't have its censorship. They will allow forbidden channels, but if you're in America and you know the dictatorship of the Biden administration doesn't want you to access certain channels like RT or Sputnik, they will block it and state that because you're in America, you're not allowed to access these particular channels. But the best thing about that is that they create mirrors. So the mirrors are allowed, and it's just the same as the regular website or the regular channel itself. So if RT is blocked, the official RT Telegram channel, then there's a mirror of that as exact channel that is out there, and I'll be able to access it. So it's all good, and it's not going to get banned even if it gets found out. So there's something that you all need to understand. I'm looking forward to the update, but I don't know if you depend upon Apple and Google. This is the monopoly that everybody talking about, and something has to be done about that. All right, so let's talk about the sanctions. This is not good for the U.S. dollar, holla. To avoid sanctions, countries are ditching the U.S. dollar. Russia, China, and other countries have escalated efforts to ditch transactions made with U.S. dollars in 2022, helping them bypass Western sanctions and keeping their economies afloat. Since Western countries levied heavy sanctions on Russia in punishment for its invasion of Ukraine, India has increased its imports on Russian coal and natural gas, paying in Chinese yuan. United Arab Emirates is the dirham. Hong Kong is the dollar and the euro, Reuters reported Wednesday. Turkey and Iran have also forged agreements with Russia to base bilateral commerce on the Russian ruble, an effort to divest from dependence on the quote-unquote toxic U.S. dollar while easing the effects of sanctions on the Russian economy. Let me read this quotation. The current round of turbulence is likely to increase momentum in the creation of the rival reserve currency or currencies to help supplant the oversized role of the dollar. Anthony Kim, a research fellow at the Heritage Foundation specializing in blah, blah, blah. That's what he said. Good gosh, dude. That was a long title for just somebody who just saying, yeah, the U.S. dollar sucks and we about to do something with it. So, this is something to, I knew this was coming. Because a lot of the Eastern countries are now picking sides, and yeah, the dollar is not going to be as strong as it is for long, but this is just the beginning. All right, I want to talk about this is a trend that should be concerned in America because this is going on in Britain at the moment. Majority of babies born out of wedlock for the first time in history. The majority of babies were born to unmarried mothers in Britain for the first time in recorded history, the Office of Natural Statistics revealed on Tuesday. ONS figures show that there are of the 624,828 live births recorded in England and Wales last year, over 320,000 were born out of wedlock, compared to 320,713 that were born to married parents or those in a civil partnership. Hey, if you want to know what's coming to America, look at what's acceptable in the UK or in Britain. Now, we already know it's about that. Well, certain communities will have an overwhelming of babies born out of wedlock, but when you start adding everyone of all ethnicities as a whole, this is something to be concerned about. All right, speaking of being concerned about, as you all know, Boris Johnson is out, and there's two people. I don't know these folks, but I just want to read this to you because I want those of you who live in England, those of you who live in the UK, let me know if this woman is just basically saying a political answer just so she can get those votes. Race for UK Prime Minister Truss, I think that's Truss or Truss. I'll say Truss. Truss claims she wants to hold police officials who didn't do anything about the R gangs to account. Let's see. Tory leadership hopeful Liz Truss, I think it's Liz Truss. Liz Truss has claimed she would ensure officials, quote, who didn't do anything about the R gangs are held to account. And here's a quotation. It seems at the moment that we live in a society where the police will happily turn up at your doorstep if you have the audacity to insult someone on Twitter and slap you in handcuffs. But if you're part of a G gang, you know what I mean, they turn the other cheek, a viewer question to the Foreign Secretary suggested when she appeared on a GB News recently and asking what she was, quote, prepared to do to confront and bring to justice the perpetrators of the G gang. And let me see if I can get to this because they're going in there. Okay. All right. So, okay, here we go. Confronted with the issue directly on GB News, however, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss talked tough, saying that it was absolutely right that the police should not be spending their time policing Twitter and branding. That's a real thing, by the way. And branding G gangs absolutely repulsive. Of course, those criminals need to be brought to justice, but more than that, I want the people held accountable. To the council officials, the consulars, and the police who didn't do anything about it, she said. Even not just turn a blind eye, but actually condone this behavior. They need to be held to account because until those people understand that their role in this was enabling those appalling crimes to be committed, I don't believe we will fully deal with that. listen, why if the UK, Britain have been dealing with these R gangs for what, 25 years? What makes her think she's going to do something? Like, why would she do something now? Now, by the way, you guys could be like, oh, she's tough. I don't know anything about Liz Truss except that, she's a Tory and she's just like a female version of Boris Johnson. So I'm saying, like, why would she do it? I mean, you guys let me know if this is just talk or does she look like somebody who really would do something about that. And here's something. This is the last of the international news. Male transgender prisoners will no longer be housed with women. Minister to promise something else coming out of the UK. Male prisoners who identify as transgender are to be no longer incarcerated with women, a minister is set to promise. People who identify as trans women will no longer be incarcerated with biological women, the UK minister responsible for the country's prisons is reportedly set to announce. It comes after a number of incidents involving transgender prisoners having sexual relations, both consensual and otherwise. What? Just say the R word, dude. We know what the otherwise mean, with fellow inmates. With one report accusing the UK justice system of prioritizing the rights of trans individuals over the R victims. According to a report by The Telegraph, the treatment of transgender prisoners is now to change, with Justice Minister Dominic Raab, last name I can't pronounce, now set to announce that prisoners with male genitalia will no longer be housed with women unless approval is given by the minister themselves, which can be done on a case-by-case basis. Quote, having recently reviewed the arrangement in July, the justice system directed changes so that the transgender prisoners with male genitalia are not housed with other biological born women in the female prison estates unless specifically signed off by the minister, a Minister of Justice spokesperson reported. Quote, once confirmed by the new government in September, it will be implemented as soon as possible. So why did it take so long, though? Why now? I wonder why now. Because a lot of women are having babies in prison? Is that what it is? Is that what it takes? Jeez, these people are so idiot. The bell curve is a lie. And I keep showing you stories like this to show you it's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Anyway, that concludes international news. Let's move over to national and local news. I have said over and over again that the Democrats, the liberals, the progressives, they are very immature. They are like children, and you can't reason with them. You can't. They're just so immature that they don't embrace logic and reason. And sometimes you can't be reasonable with those who have a certain savage mentality, and that's exactly what these people have. I'm just going to show you something that's very immature. Donald Trump is not the president of the United States right now, okay? Poopy Pants Biden is currently in the White House, and these demon rats, these libtards, are so obsessed with Trump that they're still talking about him. Nobody like Biden, him smelling girls and, falling asleep and, saying stupid stuff and then asking permission to speak and then referring to Kamala Kneepad Harris as the president instead of the vice president. That gets old, So they want to focus on something besides Biden, and here you have Trump. So I'm going to show you something. A demon rat pays to fly ha-ha banner over Trump's home after the FBI raid. Let me see. What is this video about? Let's look and see what this video is about first, and then we'll go into the story.
President Donald Trump appeared in Manhattan today for a court-mandated deposition in one of the many investigations he faces. The case comes just days after the FBI searched his Mar-a-Lago home and left with boxes of materials.
ABC6 reporter Christiana Benavidez is live in West Palm Beach with what we're learning about that search warrant. Christian.
Right, there's been escalating fallout following that search of Mar-a-Lago. Meantime, we are learning more about that deposition that Mr. Trump gave up in New York.
How do you feel, Mr. Trump? How do you feel?
Former President Trump pleading the fifth during a deposition early Wednesday with the New York State Attorney General's office. In a statement writing, it was under advice of counsel, adding that he's become the target of a politically motivated witch hunt. The New York AG is looking into whether Mr. Trump and the Trump Organization misstated financial information in official documents. It's a separate investigation than the one that led the FBI to execute a search warrant at his Mar-a-Lago estate, which Trump allies say has energized the former president to run again.
I believed he was going to run before. I'm stronger in my belief now.
The search warrant remains under seal, meaning details about what agents sought to remove from the residence are still secret, but experts say investigators need to meet a high bar to carry out the unprecedented search.
The FBI can't get a search warrant unless it establishes probable cause to believe that a crime has been committed, a federal crime.
Meantime, Trump supporters were out near Mar-a-Lago for a third day in a row. On the other side, this banner, paid for by a group critical of Mr. Trump, was spotted near the state. Thomas Kennedy said he and a group of friends paid $1,800 to fly the banner for about 3 hours, and he had a message for Mr. Trump's supporters.
It brought me a lot of joy to do so. I would do so again. Honestly, go do something better with your time than defending a criminal, former reality TV star, disgraced, twice impeached former president.
Wait a minute. Did he just tell us to do something better with our time? Yet and still he paid $1,800 to fly a sign that says, ha ha. Oh my God, look at the fake news. Good thing this is NBC though. Look at that fake news, seeing it behind it. Oh my goodness, this is funny. Wait a minute. Did you guys just hear that? He said, do something better with your time, then to defend, and then he went on into epithets. But you spent $1,800 of your money for a banner to fly for 3 hours. Ha ha. So what about that time? What about, hold on. You spent money, they spending time. So who's the idiot here? It didn't cost them $1,800 to sit up here and say we stand by Trump. But it cost you $1,800 to pay for a... Lord, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see the type of people that you have to deal with? These people are unreasonable. These people are just pathetic. Oh my gosh. All right, let's finish. I think we just got a couple of more seconds of this. Yeah, 9 more seconds, and then let's finish it up.
But the former president's supporters are undeterred, saying that they're going to remain out here as long as they can. Live in West Palm Beach, I'm Christian Benavidez, NBC6 News.
I love that sign behind him. I love that they put that behind him. Okay, so I guess we don't have to go through the article because that's it. It's like that's what the food paid for. $1,800 for a sign to fly over Donald Trump's raided home. Ha 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 ha. Holy smokes, I swear, these people. Washington, D.C. mayor again asked for a National Guard to be activated to assist with daily arrival of migrants. And guess what? They're going to deny her again. Don't you understand that you cannot get the National Guard for stuff like this? Because that's racism. Okay? That's what that is. All right, let's move on to the next one. California considers reducing maximum solitary confinement time in new bill. This is pretty bad But it's California, so what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? California is just a dead state. But I'm going to explain to you why, because I read a little bit of this, and I was saying to myself, because there's a purpose for solitary confinement. I'll go ahead and tell it to you right now. And if I come across another situation where I had to explain why solitary confinement is actually a life-saving situation, it's fine. So let's talk about the women situation. So you have tiny women that are either anorexic and short, and they will get bullied upon, and a lot of bad things will happen to them. Pregnant women specifically have to be in solitary confinement. When it comes to also depending upon the age. So if you have someone who's at a certain age, like they just turned the beginning age, and it looks like they are they're going to be under harm from the masses of the population in the prison, they're put in solitary confinement. So what I mean by this is say for instance, a 15-year-old was tried as an adult, and at the age of 16, he was placed in an adult prison. Well, that individual, for his safety, will be placed in solitary confinement. And there's some other situations I'm probably forgetting at the moment, but we understand that the solitary confinement is something that will protect that individual, and it's also used as punishment. But they don't know the difference between the people that are being put into solitary confinement for protection versus for punishment. So let's read this article here. California lawmakers are considering a proposal that will get rid of lengthy solitary confinement practices in prisons and other detention facilities. The measure, called the California Mandela Act. What? They done named that act after Nelson Mandela. Ooh, okay. Would end solitary confinement periods for more than 15 consecutive days and not allow over 45 days in total over a period of 180 days. So let's look at something else that just reminded me. I know this is not in the UK, but imagine if we had a political prisoner like Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson was in solitary confinement for his own safety. Now imagine if they was to put a political prisoner like that in an American jail. You mean to tell me you're not going to put him into solitary confinement for his safety? You know, if they would have put Tommy Robinson into the general population, he would have never came out there alive. And I think these stupid libtards, they don't even think about that. The bill would also make it so a faculty cannot put a person in solitary confinement if they are part of a special population. Notice special populations in quotations, which includes certain peoples who are 25 years old or younger. Those who are at least 60 years of age, pregnant, recently postpartum, or has recently suffered a miscarriage or terminated a pregnancy. The specification also applies to people who have a physical and mental disability. Holy man, California, it's like they want to hurt the innocent, but then they just don't care about the human rights of those who are inside the jails. And yes, they want to sit up here and be like, you can't make them work because that's their slavery. American Bar Association nixed the Diversity and Inclusion Administration demand on law schools for now. I read this article. Once again, I will have this article in the description box below under national and local news. And all it talked about was the American Bar Association. I gotta say this. The American Bar Association was allowing law schools to discriminate with accepting white students and tell somebody like, I think this is against the law. You would think they would know that. But wait, it gets even better. So here's another situation. This is a win, okay? So you can't discriminate against white people, okay? And here's another win. Okay, the anti-white discrimination defeated my university's medical school. What is this? University of Chicago, Pritzker School. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly. Just announced it will be changing its illegal program that would give a $2,000 a month stipend only to students who aren't white. You can't make this up, dude. You can't make this up. The dean, Future Docs, admitted the policy was illegal. Yes, it's very illegal and it's racist. I don't understand. It's like, yeah, it's illegal and racist. And by the way, it was headed up by a white woman. See, right there, white woman. I'm telling you, these white liberal women are the biggest enemy of our American society. I'm telling you, our cultural, our Western society are these white liberal women. Here's the dean saying diversity without inclusion is just traumatizing, except when white people are excluded. And she's white. She just has white hatred here. These are the people who decide who become doctors. They utterly despise white people and will do everything they can to blacklist them, but they're white. So I'm saying the white guilt is so bad. So congratulations. I would like to say that we finally stopped the spread of anti-whiteism. Just stop them discriminating against white people. This is bad. And I think it's coming to a head where people are just going to stop dealing with this. Florida will bar Medicaid coverage for gender reassignment surgery and hormones. Man, Florida is doing so many awesome things. I love it, love it, love it. Let me darken this up so I can read this. Florida will prohibit medical coverage for various gender reassignment measures such as surgeries, puberty blockers, hormones, hormone antagonists, and procedures that would change primary or secondary sex characteristics. The rule, which marks a blow against radical leftist gender ideology, will go into effect later this month on August the 21st. Okay, that's really good. Very, very good. I'm happy to hear this. And last but not least, I want to so there's a street artist called Sabo. I wanted to say Sabo or Sabo. Hangs a F the FBI and Trump 2024 MAGA signs around Los Angeles. So, of course, there's always someone doing the Lord's work in Los Angeles. Let's read this really quickly and then there's pictures. Oh, okay. Alrighty. I actually stand by this. I actually stand by this. Forget them alphabet boys. The Los Angeles street artist known as Sabo or Sabo, how do you pronounce this? Is Sabo, has struck once again, hanging a series of signs around the city that read F the FBI in Trump 2024 MAGA. Sabo told Breitbart News that 5 signs were hanging all together, including 2 in Brentwood, with 1 near the Carol Tree Cafe and 1 in front of the Pacific Design Center in West Hollywood. 2 were hung at the intersection of Robertson and Melrose Avenue, but were quickly removed. All right, let's watch the video. What a beautiful sign. It's so pretty. It's just a pretty sign. That's in Los Angeles. Oh, okay. So it has Trump 2024 MAGA on the back. Okay, that was very clever. All right, I can get behind that. That was really neat. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in the comments section and what you think. And do you know these areas where these signs were placed? So it looks like, and they did it at night, so that was pretty cool. But of course, I'm sure this is a perfect place to put it at the traffic light. All right, let me know what you guys think. And without further ado, let's go into social media news. I got some good news for you, taters. You can now leave those liberal dating apps alone. They have a new app that is specifically for conservatives and right-wingers. Now, I think you're going to like this one. I looked it over. I also looked at the commercial. And, hey, this is a good idea. So I don't want to hear any of you all talking about, I can't find no wife. I can't find no husband. No. This dating app is the answer to your problems, okay? So here we have view profiles without pronouns. Dating app called The Right Stuff will cater to conservative singles. That looks so good. It looks so good. Let me darken this up a little bit. A dating app meant to help conservatives connect with fellow right-wingers is titled The Right Stuff. With the nation's divided political climate, the app could appeal to conservatives whose views differ dramatically from those held by people on the political left and who are hoping to find companion who shares their right-leaning worldview. The Right Stuff was created for conservatives to connect in authentic and meaningful ways. Other dating apps have gone woke. We bring people together with shared values and similar passions. The joinrightstuff.com website declares, quit swiping, scrolling, and trolling the wrong people. There are people out there just like you. Quote, connect with people who aren't offended by everything, unquote. The site advertises, view profiles without pronouns. Your next match is here. In a video advertising the app, Ryan McEnany or Inani. Sorry, girl. That may not be your name, but that's your name today. The sister of Trump-era White House press secretary Kayleigh. Oh, McEnany. I couldn't pronounce her name either. So what am I talking about? I know her name is Kayleigh, but I could never pronounce Kayleigh's last name. Said that the app will launch in September and is invite only, So let's go and look at the commercial that's specifically geared towards this dating app, and let's see what you all think.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. I've got to tell you about something I am so excited to announce. A dating app for all of us conservatives. It's called The Right Stuff, and it's launching this September. What I love most about it is that it's invite only, so not just anyone can join. First of all, it's free to use. And for my ladies, you'll never have to pay because we all get premium subscriptions for simply inviting a couple friends. Gentlemen, if you want access to premium, that's on you. And by the way, those are the only two options. Ladies and gentlemen, The Right Stuff is all about getting into the right dating pool with people who share the same values and beliefs as you. You'll start off by building your perfect profile. No pronouns necessary. We want you to put your best foot forward, which includes your favorite photos of yourself doing what you love or being with the people you love. Our prompts give you the opportunity to let people know various sides of you. So remember, be authentic and creative. We're sorry that you've had to endure years of bad dates and wasted time with people that don't see the world our way, the right way. Okay, once you're in the app, you have the ability to scroll through profiles of people in your area, but you can also adjust the settings to see anyone, anywhere. Once you've liked a couple people, you're ready to post a date. You can either keep your options open and post it for everyone to see, or just post it to the people you've liked. This concept is all about getting you out there and getting you on dates. So you'll go to the bottom navigation, click on dates, and then you'll go to the top right-hand corner and hit the plus button. From there, you can create your ideal date. You choose the time and place, and you also have the luxury of choosing the dates that you would like to go on. In the app, you can see everyone who's liked your profile, and if you like them back, you can start chatting with them. It's that simple. So if you're a young conservative looking to amp up your dating life, go to joinrightstuff.com to gain early access. We need to get back to the right way of dating. See you there.
All right, not bad at all. Yeah. I think this is a good opportunity, especially for young conservatives and young right-wingers. You know, this is something that a lot of people are not able to go and do the things and meet the conservatives and right-wingers. You know, Tinder, I think it's Tinder, and other dating apps are geared towards a lot of liberals, and then you got people who just want to play games, and it looks like this is going to vet you, as a matter of fact. So hold on, let me see, let me read this here. Earlier this year, Exos reported that according to a source, Peter Thiel was pumping $1.5 million into a seed round for the right-wing dating app. Quote, "It is important undeserved market," Daniel Huff, a co-founder of the dating platform, said, according to The Hill. "Liberals own the education media corporation, and we can't let them control our personal relationships." Oh my goodness, I love that. I agree. Yes, I agree. So there's that. This is a good one. Now, I will have the link to this actual article, which has the link to the video and to the dating app itself, in the description box below. So if you're interested, and by the way, I'm not sponsored. They're not even paying me. I'm just doing this for content. I'm doing this for just content. So if you would like to, what did they say? It's not going to be released until September. So you got time right now to get those pictures underway so that you can get your profile ready to launch, so that you can find your future partner for life. No divorce. All right? Marriage till death do us part. And there you have it, dear taters, the conclusion to the Treetop News for this Friday, August the 12th. I hope you enjoyed the stories inside this segment. Let me know which one you like. Let me know which one you hated, and let me know your input. You know I love it when you guys engage with me in the comment section. As always, don't forget to leave a like. And I don't know which part I will take from this episode of the Treetop News and make it into a single video and put it on Liberty South Media, my new YouTube channel. But nevertheless, I will figure something out, and I will have a video uploaded tomorrow and Sunday. So don't forget to go over there and subscribe and look at my videos. They're pretty short, and that's so far, they're like the longest one up there is like 11 minutes. So as you can see, I like to keep my long videos here and my short videos over there. So without further ado, today's Friday. I want you all to have a safe and happy weekend, and I'll see you on Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Later, taters.